Traveling is a source of great fulfillment for us. Learning about the culture, the environment, and connecting with people to get a pulse on a place is what really lights our fire. Food is a huge part of culture, so we've been diving into all things shellfish in Rhode Island. We found it's a topic rife with controversy on the commercial and recreational level. From environmental restrictions to conflict between landowners and shell fishermen, competition against one another, and the privatization of waterfront, it's quite the drama. Though they could agree upon one thing: shellfish are one of Rhode Island's greatest treasures. I'm Kristen, this is Fabio, and this is our dog Yoda. We sold our home last year and moved aboard our Seawind 1600 catamaran Wanderlust. Over the past year, we've sailed the waters of South Florida, the Keys, and the Bahamas, shaking down our new boat. We're now setting off on our journey to harbors unknown, exploring the world and connecting with people and places through the local cuisine. Subscribe now to join our voyage. Since we're spending time in Rhode Island, we wanted to dig a bit deeper into the story of this much-loved bivalve. We connected with Chris, a local diver, through a Facebook group and managed to meet up with him to learn what commercial quahogging is like today.
I just jumped in and set my stern anchor and I pulled 4 clams out of one spot. But years ago, in close, it was clean and beautiful, perfect size stuff.
Oh yeah, wow. There are many facets impacting those making a living harvesting shellfish. Landowners often want to control the waterfront abutting their property and try to limit public access.
I was plumbing that house right there, and I had permission.
Yeah.
To come through the yard and dive right by those rocks.
Yeah.
I crushed it. But then the father lives next door and he flipped out.
Oh, really?
He literally called my work and told him, "Don't let your man come through our yard again."
Why? Is it?
Because
are you
these
not
people
supposed
think
to
they
dive?
own the freaking water in front of their houses.
Oh, really?
So, but even that guy 20 years ago came right out to my boat before I could even roll in the water and said he wasn't going to leave. I said, "What are you going to do, cut my air hose?" He said, "Yeah."
Oh my God.
When I called the DEM, they said, "What? Where's this guy at?"
Yeah.
I said, don't worry about it.
Commercially, competition for this natural resource is between bull rakers and divers. Bull raking has been the go-to form of quahogging in Rhode Island for more than 50 years. In the 1970s, when scuba became mainstream, divers broke into the commercial shellfish market. As one might expect, the new intrusion wasn't a welcome one. Management of the state's prized natural resource also impacts when, where, and how shellfish are collected. New grounds for harvesting quahogs opened on May 26th of this year in the Providence River. This has been a big deal here. Pollution from sewage and industrial runoff closed this section of the bay for more than 75 years. But thanks to the Narragansett Bay Commission's project, Restored Waters RI, there have been dramatic improvements in water quality. Our friend Bob told us all about the project.
Yeah, they built a great big water holding system. It's a huge tunnel that holds millions of gallons of water underneath in the bedrock underneath the Providence River.
Oh, wow.
So when they get a big storm like we just had, all that excess water that can't go through this treatment plant goes into storage into this big tunnel. And when it clears up on a day like today, then they feed that wastewater through. That storm will run off through the sewage treatment plant.
Oh.
So the bay gets clean water.
Oh, nice. That's great.
As a result, the fish and the shellfish and everything else have started to come back to a point where we can actually harvest them.
Amazing.
It is. It's a real nice success story.
Yeah.
I mean, it cost a ton of money to do it. But it certainly was, as far as quality of life, certainly worth the money.
Yeah. The muddy bottom of the Providence River is great for bull rakers, and people come out in droves on the days harvesting is allowed.
I'll tell you what, everybody comes out of the woodwork on those days. When I go to sell, as a regular guy, I go in there and there's like 12 guys catching there, and the rakers are killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's mostly mud, and a good raker, if the ground is infested in clams, you can't go wrong. You probably pull the thing 3 times and it's full.
Right.
But I see the stuff. It's all mud clams. I can't work in mud. It's too silty. It just blows up a cloud I can't see.
Yeah.
And then you're sinking in it.
Oh,
So I need kind of a hard bottom.
got it. And so do you use a rake to like
No,
dig
no,
them
no.
up? You
I
just your hand?
Blow the sand away with my hand and uncover them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it. Simple as that.
Oh my-
I could go with a mask and snorkel and shallow water and catch.
Yeah. Though there is a moratorium on shellfishing licenses, so access is limited. There are two sides to this coin. Limiting the collection of clams is important from a sustainability perspective, but for a commercial diver who lets their license lapse, it's a long process to receive authorization once again.
I lost my license due to a moratorium. I didn't renew it 1 year. Figured I'd save $200. I'm not going to do that this year. Nope, they put a moratorium on it. So it took me 3 years to win the lottery to get a
Goodness.
3 bushel license back. I had to work it for 2 years and produce 40 commercial cell slips in order to get my PEL license, principal effort.
Oh.
So now I'm there. So I'm
Wow.
allowed like 12 bushels a day. And people go, how are you going to do 12 bushels? Well, I'll tell you. I did 21 5-gallon buckets over at that island a few years ago.
Wow.
It was a crazy day. It was awesome.
While some new areas have been opened, others have been closed.
But then they closed it down in last June. I was telling you that.
Yeah.
Put a water quality test. It's like, seriously, they've been pulling clams out of there for years, and all of a sudden,
Right. So where does the pollution come from?
the island itself,
Oh,
rainwater.
really?
Yeah. Well, you know, with the government issue over here on
No.
the lead in the ground from building barracks years ago and then leveling them and just stomping, and then they built more barracks. It's so polluted at that picnic ground over there.
Wow.
They closed that down. You know, the dump was a major issue over there on just on the other side of the breakwater. If you drive down Burma Road, you see the snorkels come out of the ground.
Oh, gosh.
So, you know, and they're slow to fix anything.
Yeah. Another way the state ensures sustainability is size limitations. Clams must have a 1-inch thickness at the hinge and are measured 4 times to ensure they meet regulations. First, the bivalves are collected in a wire basket, then dumped into a 1-inch square net, sorted by a rack on the boat, and finally run through a sorting machine at the wholesaler.
It's borderline. I'll tell you, they look the same.
Yes.
It goes by the 1-inch thickness of the hinge. And that's, you know, just falls. You know, that's 35 cents a pound.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
Oh, okay, the 35 cents a pound for the big ones. And
Yep.
they make chowder with that primarily?
chowder,
Stuffies.
stuffies.
Yeah.
That's I just threw 25 cents in the water. No,
Oh, no.
29 cents.
Oh, no.
And then that there's 18.
Okay. Where'd he go? We quickly made our way down to Bristol to check out Andrade's Catch, where Chris and other divers and fishermen sell their catch. A quintessential New England town on the shore of Narragansett Bay, Bristol's marina is home to a number of small quahogging and fishing boats. This is so cute.
Super nice.
They're all ready for the 4th of July parade. Just by chance, we ran into Chris as he was delivering his fresh dug clams to Andrade's. Opened in 1987, Andrade's Catch is a family affair. David Andrade spent mornings digging for clams and afternoons delivering his and his peers' catch to restaurants around Rhode Island, while his wife Gigi ran the show at the shop. They don't just sell seafood, they catch it, deliver it, eat it, and most importantly, form relationships around it.
Yeah. You count so many clams going through a bag?
Yup, it sorts and counts them.
No, it's awesome.
So you got the bigger guys on the top roller, and these smaller guys go right through there.
Duck in the water.
Chris's Quahogs eventually make their way to restaurants like the Lucky Dog Tavern via Andrade's. An old friend of ours is the chef owner of this North Smithfield gem, serving up seafood with a Portuguese flair, Asian-inspired dishes, and a Mozambique sauce that will have you coming back for more. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.
So from our Roar, little shrimp cocktail, little neck clams, and our oysters today are Thatch Island.
Thank you so much.
Looks amazing.
It's fantastic. That's where the little neck ends up.
Oh yeah. Delicious. Tastes just like the sea. Down the hatch.
Wow. Delicious.
Here's the master chef. Chef John.
Franco Campanella.
Only you can pronounce it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So nice to see you guys.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too.
Welcome back to Rhode Island.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
I thought once you leave, you don't come back.
For a period of time.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Secret when using grain alcohol is move it in a bottle.
You don't want the whole bottle catch.
No, it's not a really.
It's
quite the bomb.
Makes it for a bit.
Do some drunken clams.
Whoa! Oh my God.
Now we're just gonna cover them. So, these are, as you saw in the kitchen, the drunken clams. So we did them in a kind of Portuguese style.
Spectacular.
Wow, this bread looks pretty delicious. And so do the clams. Oh wow, there's hot peppers in here too.
What a departure from
This dish is
expected, huh?
I know, it's so surprising. It's not something that I would really ever order just because I try to stay away from chouriço, as I was just taught by a second generation Portuguese person. But yeah, just the flavor of the chouriço with the clams, it just creates a savory richness. And then the banana peppers, which I love, they're my absolute favorite. And in Florida, nobody uses banana peppers. And here, the tanginess of the banana peppers with the clams and the richness of the chouriço with a little bit of tomato.
The acidity from the lemon.
Yes, the acidity from the lemon, it's just spectacular. Really out of this world.
Thank you so much, brother. So, would you come on the boat with us?
Oh, I'd love to.
So
That would be great.
Learn about it.
Well, on the 15th. Maybe me and Sandra can come.
We'll close the 4th to the 14th.
Okay.
I'll call you.
Shellfishing isn't only a commercial endeavor in Little Rhode. Residents like Bob Goulet enjoy spending time outdoors raking up the delectable treasures. But even recreational clammers face challenges. with more and more of the waterfront being privatized. Wealthy people from nearby Connecticut and New York are buying up waterfront property with the expectation that the beach is also theirs. Local citizens cite the public access law that gives them a right to the beach up to the mean high tide mark. Legal battles have ensued and are ongoing, but the public's access to waterfront in southern Rhode Island is dwindling. Fortunately, the salt pond across from Westerly Town Beach still allows public access to town residents with parking permits.
Hi, good morning everybody. I'm Bob Goulet, and we're here at beautiful Westerly Town Beach in Westerly, Rhode Island at the local salt pond. And we're going to be doing some little clamming, also known as quahogging today, and we'll show you some different techniques. Basic equipment that we need today to do some clamming is a clam rake, mine is affectionately called the claminator, and a basket to gather your catch in. And very important is this little metal gauge. This is so you don't take illegal shellfish. They have to be able to not pass through that hole to be legal. It's an inch across the back of what they call the hinge on the clam, and I'll show you what that is in a little bit. If the clam passes through this square, it's too small and has to be thrown back, because we want future generations of clams to continue, so we can continue to enjoy this beautiful resource. We're at high tide right now. Low tide is usually the best time to clam because you have more access to more area.
Yep.
Obviously, the water's too deep; it's tough to access. So, with that, we'll go out and do a little clamming.
All right.
The clams, when they're in the sand, are standing upright, and when I'm raking through the sand, these tongs will come in contact with just the very top portion of the clam itself. So you're just going to feel like a little tick off the tine. And when you do that, then you can go back and then we'll dig them up.
There we go. We got a winner.
That's a little neck, could also be called a cherry stone.
Okay.
Okay, these are great for, there's a Portuguese dish called pork alla tanjana, which is pork in little necks.
Yum.
They're also great for on linguine. Clams casino.
Yeah.
Rhode Island residents can keep a half a bushel, which is about 4 gallons, which is about a Home Depot bucket filled 80%.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, because the buckets are 5 gallons, yeah.
I can usually get my limit in about 3 hours to get a half a bushel. Get it as deep as you could. There you go.
Look at you. Wow.
Is it the right size?
No, I think it's small, but.
Oh, is that the one that we just saw?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Ah.
Now, you don't necessarily need a clammer. Anybody can go clamming. You really don't even need a rake. You can use your feet.
I think they're just under the surface, right, usually?
Yeah, they're filter feeders. They send that tube up to the surface, and they filter feed. They take in plankton and so forth as a nutrient.
Yeah.
So it's a constant pumping water through their body, and that's how they feed.
That's a great one. Look at that. So do you think that one is more like, what?
This would be a little neck.
Okay,
it's
still
a little bigger. It's a little bit bigger. That would be considered probably a cherry stone. That would be a little neck.
Okay, got it.
And then they get ones a little bit bigger than that. Some people call them top necks.
Yep.
And then you get into your quahog.
Got it. Oh, so they're not quahogs until they're actually like really big.
Really big. Or some people call it. It all depends who you're talking to. Some people call them chowders.
Okay.
Because that's what they use for, the great big ones. But or hogs.
Yep.
The claminator here has got an interesting story. I've had this for a number of years, and I had a wood handle on it.
Oh.
And the wood handle rotted off. So anyway, I had a friend of mine fabricate the stainless steel.
Oh, that's
handle on
nice.
the tubing I had. And the nice part about this, as I mentioned before, when the tine ticks off the clamshell, you can actually feel the vibration come up. So it's a lot more efficient. It gives you a much better feel for what's going on below.
Nice.
And this will outlive me.
Wow.
And I think I got another one.
Awesome. Look at this. We found the spot.
It is.
All right.
That's a nice one.
There we go.
That's nice. Is it big enough?
We'll find out. Let's measure this one. That's a keeper.
All
Didn't
right.
fit through the hole.
Nice.
There we go.
That's perfect for linguine
Ooh.
or Clams Casino.
Okay. Oh, wow! Oh my goodness. Look at this. Whoa.
Let me get him.
Oh my goodness. This is a horseshoe crab, right?
Yeah, this is a horseshoe crab. This
Look at
prehistoric. This prehistoric animal is a horseshoe crab that's completely harmless.
Oh, really? They don't sting you with that tail?
No, there's nothing,
Oh, wow.
nothing dangerous about them. And the interesting part of these animals is they actually use the blood of these animals. There's a spot right in here where they stick a needle and they take their blood out.
Wow.
Without hurting it, they release them, but that blood is used for actually blood typing and used for medical tests and things like that. So, very interesting animal, very prehistoric. This pond is loaded with them,
Wow.
and they're a very valuable resource.
And they're not edible, right?
No, I don't think there's anything that looks too good to eat in there.
No.
All right, Mr. Horseshoe Crab, thank you for visiting, and we'll let you go.
That's great.
So fun.
Right.
I give you the claminator.
All right. Oh, has this ever been given to anybody in the past? Am I the first one that's...
You are the first one, Fabio.
Wow.
You're
Congratulations.
the first one to handle the claminator other than me.
You don't want to dig in too much, I guess.
Yeah, just pull it through the sand. And you'll wait until you feel a little click. Or you'll feel a bump on the rake. I don't know. You got a shell.
An empty one.
You got an empty shell. Attaboy. That's it. Rotate it up. Hey!
All right.
Look at that.
That's the big one.
That's a beauty.
All right.
That's a
Thanks.
beauty.
All right. Let's see it, Bob. Yay.
Yeah, down there. Pull it this way. Feel it? Do you feel it? Okay. All right, that's good.
Oh, I heard it.
Stop right there. Just rotate up this way.
All right.
There we go. Nice.
It was a beauty.
That's right.
It was a beauty.
All right, so it looks like you had a great day out here.
Oh, we had a great day. The weather cooperated. It's just a beautiful day down here in Westerly, and what a way to have fun and put some very valuable food on the table. Here's our catch for today. And we were here for probably about an hour and a half, and
That's great.
we got a nice half a bucket of between probably this is the old man of the basket.
Oh, wow.
The cherry stone. And then we have little necks, which are a little bit larger
Okay.
by comparison.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you guys inviting me to do this, and it's been a lot of fun. So.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right on.
I just opened this quahog using a quahog knife.
All right.
Now, this quahog knife is designed for its particular purpose. You can't cut yourself with it.
Ah.
Because when you're opening a quahog, sometimes this will
It
slip and
slips,
you can
yeah.
cut yourself. So it's purposely made dull to penetrate the quahog and open them up.
Yeah.
And in which case you take the quahog and you scoop the meat.
Nice.
My own homemade cocktail sauce,
That's
which is
lovely.
nothing more than ketchup, some horseradish, a little bit of lemon, and then you can use either Worcestershire sauce. In this case here, I use a little A1 steak sauce.
Oh, nice.
So I'll try it first.
Okay.
Salty, sweet deliciousness.
It's shocking the clam.
Shucking the clam.
All right, so
Slurp it
just
down.
like this.
Just slurp it
Down
down.
the hatch.
Delicious. Mom. That is so good. It is. It's sweet and it's just a little salty.
It's fresh.
It's
just
super fresh. Yeah,
Couldn't be any fresher.
it doesn't get any fresher than this. That's great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So what a great experience. We got a lot of clams.
I know. It was amazing. That was so
a lot
much
of people,
fun.
a lot of people came around and give us clams. Here are the little necks from Santa Claus.
Yes.
And here in the pot, we have more little necks from Don.
I know. He brought so many.
Almost ready. With all these clams that we got, we're gonna make pasta alle vongole. Most people think it comes from the south, but really we make it also in Tuscany. We make spaghetti alle vongole. In fact, was one of the favorites when we had the restaurant here in Rhode Island. We used to own a restaurant, Mediterraneo, and the chef, Michele Calise, cooked with Guy Fieri, and they made spaghetti alle vongole. We're gonna do the same thing here tonight. So now I'm gonna take this, the clams out of the shell. Wow, it smells delicious.
So you can just eat it right out of the pot?
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
here you go.
He just put water in there. That's
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
Only water.
So water. Raw water from, regular water.
As natural as it gets.
Here are the clams. The water for the pasta, right here. And here the pan where the magic will happen. So, how do we start? Olive oil, a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, garlic. Now, I like to cook this garlic. I mean, some people chop it up. I don't like to chop it up. I cook it with his own skin around, in camicia, with the shirt. Aglio in camicia. We put it in there. Also, what I like to do, and you guys have seen it before, I like to angle the pan a little bit like this so it doesn't burn. A little parsley. I'm gonna go like this. Okay, then we're gonna take clams, gonna put them here. A little bit of hot pepper, a little bit of white wine. Okay, now I can take this garlic out. So we're gonna put a little salt for the pasta. As soon as the water is boiling, we can put the pasta. You can put like this much for each one of us. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So might as well put the rest of it. The pasta, you want to cook it for this is like 8-minute pasta, but I'm gonna cook it for 6 minutes. And then finish the rest to saute it in the clam juice. I'll put a little bit of this clam juice here. And some clams, some extra clams. A little bit of parsley, a bit of olive oil, and that's it. I let it cook a little bit so that the starches cook. Pasta alle vongole.
Oh, got you first.
Thank you.
Make sure she gets some clams.
Yeah.
We fought hard for those clams.
We did. I mean, and you especially, getting them with your toes. That was hilarious.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Thank you. I'm really excited.
Kerrigan is here helping us. And so you guys will see her for the next few videos. Yeah. We're excited to have her. She's a lot of fun.
And I'm just happy to be on a boat.
Awesome.
Eating fantastic food.
Yep.
It's a very delicate taste, you know, the clams, like the ocean. And it's just the clams. I mean,
It really tastes really good.
A huge thanks to everyone who made this video possible. Chris, Bob, Gianfranco, Don, Lil, Mike, Andrade's Catch, Tyler Murgo, Kerrigan, and Stella. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.